Hello. Happy Monday. Hello, hello, hello. We got Yvette. Nay, Abby, hello. Kainoa, I hope I said that right. Demetra, Earth to Sammy, Chloe. Nakimushi, hello. Alex, Fatima, Ankita, Janet, hello. Viviana, Nuha, Camila, Anna, hello. Heyoka, Brandon, what up? Emily, hi, Emily, how are you? Abby, you're so sweet. Okay, Albania. And I hope I said your name right. Hello to Albania from California. Case Frequency, hello. Nariana, hello. Eve, Neve, hello. I love when you guys rhyme. SG, Lovely Ghost. Oh, you're off on a Monday. Yay, how exciting. Danny, hello. Roxandra, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. IPEC, hi. Shantae, you stay, hello. Anna, Amanda. Caitlin, hello. How are you? Michelle. Yeah, Amanda, thanks for the reminder. If you're here, which you are, because how could you hear me say this? Can you go ahead and like the video? Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hello, Emery, Tiffany. And okay, cool. I'm going to remember, just make sure I say that right. Mocha Java Latte, hello. And Aviana, if you're here, if you're listening, hi. Carla, Dina, hi. EA, hello. Astro, hello. Astro says, finally caught one of your streams. I'm an incognito fan. Well, hello and welcome. Glad you made it. Trauma Sanctuary, blessings. Blessings to you too. Thanks for being here. How are we doing? How's everybody? How's it hanging? How's it shaking? No, Avi today. Grandma needs a day off. Everybody needs a day off. If you watch this back with her, just play her that part. Say, Roxy said hi to you if she needs it. So how are we doing? What are we manifesting? Or what have we manifested? What are we celebrating is what I want to say. Obviously, is doing fine, hoping for the best. Yes. How about instead of hoping for the best, we're intending for the best? So not just hoping for it, but just making sure that it comes about. And even if things feel like they're not the best, when they do come out, you're saying that they are the best so that the next round of things that come to you can be the best. Nebulous, welcome. Thanks for being here for a couple of days. Thank you. Okay, now I'm getting distracted because now there's a free bobblehead at Universal Studios Hollywood for Halloween. I need my emails to not pop through while I'm doing this. Okay. Oh, Hillmash says, love the kitty. Where's she? Oh, there she is. She's taking a little nap. Wait, where's this one's blocking her face? Wait, something's blocking her face. There we go. Viviana says emotional stability. Amazing. We all needed that as much as possible. Sana, what's up, girl? Hello. Mocha Jova Latte, you screen recorded it for her. Okay, that's awesome. You're such a nice grandma. I'm actually super close with both my grandmas, so I really appreciate that relationship. Demetra, excuse me, Demetrescu, I hope I say that right. Intending to feel better emotionally. So if you want to feel better emotionally, do things that make you feel better. Start with meditation, start with clearing out your mind, getting those thoughts out of your head that are drumming up these feelings, and then purging the emotions, working through them, expressing them in a healthy way, crying if you need to, emptying out that emotional cup. And then, doing things that actually do make you happy so that you can move past that. Thank you, Dina. Janet manifested $600. Nice. I want that too. I'll take that too. Thanks. I just manifested $600. Thanks, Shannon. Okay. What else we got? And that's how we do it. Sauna. Okay. So we're talking about hormones and things like that. Okay. So, that happens, like, not the specific thing you're talking about, but like, dealing with hormones and stuff obviously happens to, people born with functioning ovaries. I'm trying to say that in the best way possible. Something that they have to deal with on a frequent basis. And one of the things I like to tell people, because this is actually a question that kind of comes up a lot, is like, you have to be careful, like, first off, how you define what like hormones and stuff do to your body. Because if we associate the hormones with this blah, 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 whatever, fill in the blank behavior, then like anytime the hormones get whatever happens to them, then all of that definition of what happens in that case can happen to you. So like part of it is like rewriting the story of like how your body processes those chemicals and all that stuff, the hormones and whatnot. So rewriting your story about how your body processes it, and then also doing the emotional work, giving yourself the emotional care, because if your emotions are on, kind of all over the place, then you want to like release what's pent up in there, release what's getting triggered, and just deal with keeping yourself soothed and calm and gentle and kind, and being, there for yourself, and then just doing more things that like make you feel good and comfort you and things like that. So it's always the same. Change the story. Don't identify with it. Do the things that make you feel better. Keep your thoughts on track in the same process. It's always the same, no matter what we're talking about. Abby, you think you're manifesting you're doing all these manifestations, but a text message won't come through, and you think that you lost along the way. I would say you just keep pushing it away, because you keep saying it's not here, and it's like the one thing that you're saying is not working. So you need to say, I already got the text message energetically. You already got it in your mind. It's already there. You've already gotten it. So you trying to act like you don't have it in the physical reality is just pushing it away. It's not going to come through if you're affirming that you don't have it. SG says, I'm meeting SP's mom Friday. She's going to adore me. I love the attitude. Thank you. SG, hold on. SG. I'm going to put this up here on the screen right now, because in a perfect world, in my most beautiful pictures of Mindset Monday, this is how every question comes through. Not, I'm manifesting, I'm meeting my SP's mom on Friday. I'm freaking out. What do I do? Well, you know what I'm going to say. If you've been to Mindset Monday ever before, you know exactly what I'm going to say, because it's always the same shit. But SG, whether you're flipping your thoughts or really believe it or not, doesn't really matter. You've done this right. This is, again, in my ideal reality, this is how every single Mindset Monday comment comes through, and it does. And I am in my ideal reality. So every single Mindset Monday comes through just like this, in this beautiful way, stating what you want, taking the power, choosing what the reality is going to be, choosing the outcome, and not giving anything else enough attention to gain momentum to actually manifest. Okay, so SG, applause to you. One more time, let's read it. I'm meeting my SP's mom Friday. She's going to adore me. I was going to say period, but exclamation point. Moving on. That's how you do it right there. And please let us know on Monday how it went, which we know you will. So report back. Amanda says, I had my first pumpkin coffee frap for the first feel of fall. Oh my God, I'm so excited for fall. I've been like wondering if it's time to bust out. Oh my, it's almost September. It's totally fully okay to bust out Hocus Pocus. Okay. Nice. A million. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hannah, hi. Okay. SJ, I have a couple videos about ignoring the 3D when you're seeing the opposite. Actually, I have several. I have specific videos about ignoring the 3D, and I also have specific videos about what happens when the opposite happens. Watch all of those. I think I have 2 of each. There might be like 4 videos in total. I might be there's between 2 and 4. Let's just say that, about literally what you're talking about. And also, if you need help getting to the bottom of it with your personal situation, if you can't figure it out on your own, if you can't pinpoint it, or you can't make the strides that you want to make, that's what one-on-one coaching is great for. You can sign up there, roxytalks.com, which is my website, of course. Angel Divine, thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate you. Heyoka says, huge fan of crying to get it out. Me too. I've just been really like what I've been hearing is like when I'm emotionally letting things out, I keep hearing, is your cup empty? Is your cup empty? Is your cup empty? But is your cup empty? But is your cup empty? But is your cup empty? And it's just like, it doesn't matter. Just like get it out so that it's like, okay. So this week's podcast, I was just thinking, I was like, I literally just said, where did I just say this? I said it in this week's podcast, which is coming out Wednesday of this week. So if you listen to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, RoxyTalks.com. You can get them all there. Every other place podcasts exist as well. But like, if you don't feel through your emotion and like empty the cup, it's just going to get smashed down and it's just going to pop up again at some random, completely unrelated and inconvenient time, probably. So that's why it's good to just feel through your emotions when you have them and empty that cup so that it's not like they don't go anywhere. They're just waiting for something to trigger it. And it's like, here I am again. So if that topic is of interest to you, this week's podcast will be good for you. Camila says, I've manifested my SP from no contact after 5 months to be talking all the time and meeting almost every weekend. Nice. Brandon says, me too, but I don't know what you're me tooing about. I missed it because it was like 10 minutes ago. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Okay. Pumpkin Spice, happy Monday. Oh, we were just talking about you, Pumpkin Spice. Consta, hello. Miss Regent. Oh, hi. How are you? How have you been, girl? Where have you been? Is it okay to affirm my SP tells me all the things I want to hear every time he texts me? I want sweet and not dry communication. Okay, so here's the deal. Is it okay to affirm? I mean, sure. Well, I don't need to tell you that. Like, does it sound okay to you to experience it? Here's your answer. If you want to ask, is it okay to affirm? My answer to you is it okay to experience? ... Blake. So is it okay to experience your SP tells you all the things you want to hear? If the answer is yes, then it's absolutely okay to affirm it for you. It's your world. The problem is that you did affirm it and then you immediately affirmed what you don't like. And I know that you're affirming what you don't like, because that's, excuse me. I know that what you're affirming here is what you don't like. And what am I trying to say? I know that what you're affirming here, comma, which is what you don't like, comma, is also manifesting in your world and what you're experiencing, because you're saying here, that's what you don't want. So clearly, you don't want it, meaning you've had enough of it to say no thanks. So is it okay to affirm? Yeah, of course, it's okay to, if you want to experience it, then it's okay to say it. Is it okay to affirm I don't want dry communication? Not if you don't want dry communication. So you better get that needs to go. Who cares what you don't want? Why are you talking about it? And it's said with love, like excuse me, spoken with kindness. Let's say that instead. If you don't want dry communication, then like you should never fucking say the words dry communication or think them again. Because the way you get dry communication is to constantly talk about how you don't want it. So it's on you. You're the one giving yourself dry communication by talking about how fucking dry it is all the time. So talk about how wet it is, saturated, whatever the opposite of dry is to you. Okay. Sabrina, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello. Hi, Roxy. I found 2 bug. Wait. Bat? I don't know what is the star referencing? 2. What the fuck? Sorry. I found 2 B-star GS's, bags. What does that mean? Am I too old to understand this? Is this slang? Do I need Urban Dictionary? 2. Oh, okay. Wait, okay. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I found 2 bugs in my apartment last night. I'm officially spooked. I think I should treat it like a third party and don't give it a name. I think. I don't know what you're talking. To me, it already doesn't have a name because I don't fully. I think. Are you talking about bugs? Like, yeah, erase doesn't exist. If there's something you don't like in your world, the less attention you give it, the easier time you have of eradicating it from your life. Because attention makes things grow. So I think I answered your question, but I mean, at the end of the day, are you asking if in order to get rid of something, you treat it like a third party, which I've made a video about erasing and not letting it exist in your world? Then the answer is yes. And thank you so much for the super chat. Bugs, you guys are laughing. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dina. Oh yeah, Dina, I meant to text you and tell you that Leanne is on vacation today, so she so all you Leanne girl. But I appreciate you, and you're a hell of a woman. Hell of a woman. Astro, I'm manifesting financial freedom and prosperity beginning with a monetization check from YouTube next year. No, you're not. No, you are not manifesting. No, I'm speaking to you here with kindness and just from my heart here. No, you are not manifesting financial and prosperity next year. No, the fuck you aren't. No, you are manifesting it now, okay? If you're manifesting next year, it's always going to be next year. So it's now. And you're not waiting on no goddamn YouTube. You are manifesting it now. And don't you dare put all your baskets, damn it, all your eggs in YouTube's basket. Don't you dare put all your eggs in YouTube's basket, okay? Please believe me and trust me. So YouTube is not doing anything except adding to your world. It's another income stream, and it's going to come. It's already here. So it's not the future. It's not next year. It's now. You have infinite prosperity. What did you say you wanted? Blah, 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 blah. Prosperity, money, blah, blah, blah. And it's happening now. And it doesn't need to come from YouTube. It can. Sure. Fuck yeah. I'll take some from YouTube. Thank you. But I'm not waiting on YouTube next year. Do you see how you'll never have money if you're waiting on YouTube next year? That's just 3 roadblocks in front of you in one sentence. You guys are so funny. Girl, mocha joba latte. Not to beat a dead horse, but then why are you going to beat it? That's so rude. That poor horse. Leave that horse alone. Stop beating its fucking carcass. And I know you can't handle it, girl. And I'm going to tell you to you straight. Stop beating that fucking carcass. I don't even want to read the rest of your sentence. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but here, watch me beat a dead horse. I'm vegan, girl. I'm not going to watch that. But yeah, girl, where you been? There's a lot of people here that with of our fam that we haven't seen in a while. Pam, how are you? Glad you can make it. Okay. Somebody said something I wanted to. Okay. Habiba says, I'm dealing with a lot of anxiety lately. Any kind words would help. Okay. So, anxiety. How do I say this? Anxiety. So this is why I'm struggling with what I want to say next. I'm trying to say we treat anxiety the way that we treat any sort of illness in the body. This is how we deal with it. But I also want to say that you can also deal with anything that you want to manifest in the same way. It doesn't have to be an illness. So anxiety. So how do we deal with an illness? How do we get something out of our body? First step is we stop identifying with it. We disidentify with it. We dissociate with it. If you're feeling it in your body, fine. Do you have to give it a name? Do you have to wear that name on like a name tag on your chest? Do you have to go around talking about how you have it and manifesting more of it? I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just calling attention to how and why we stay in the spiral or cycle of having anxiety or being a person that has anxiety by first identifying with it, saying that we have it, talking about it, affirming it, giving it attention. So that's got to go. Step 1. Step 2, we treat it in the body. Like it's okay to deal with the anxiety in your body, but, and this is partially step 3, is you don't affirm it while you're dealing with it, right? So you're treating it in the body. You're allowing your body to process the anxiety, recognize it, ask yourself why. Why are you feeling it? What is it trying to show you? What have you been ignoring? What have you pushing down? Why is it coming up? What is it here to show you? Work with it, not against it. Allow the feeling. If you got to cry, if you got to let things out, if you got to do whatever you do, let that happen. Get the emotion out of your body. And then at the same time, again, partially step 3, you're using your thoughts while letting the body do what it does to heal. You're using your thoughts to describe not having it. or soothing yourself, talking yourself through it. Again, why is this happening? What does it mean? How come I'm feeling this way? What can I do to make myself feel better? Or just saying, it's okay, everything's fine, you're okay, everything's feeling better, yada, yada. You know, you're using your thinking in a productive way, not to add to the anxiety by thinking more thoughts that attract more anxiety, thoughts that attract more anxiety. So, yeah. And just do things that make you happy. Like just try to do things that make you happy. Address what it is that you're like pushing down that's causing the anxiety. Again, like see what's under there, and then just do things that make you feel better and make you feel happy. Can you still smoke weed? I fucking hope so. If not, we got a problem. Okay. Where are we looking? Fatima, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. I'm celebrating SP1 as I did a rampage affirming affirmation saying he won, but I'm intending for him to be in constant contact with me every day and for us to meet alone. I also want $100,000. How do I affirm? Did I miss part of your question? I feel like I'm coming in the middle of a fucking conversation here. Okay. I don't. I'm just gonna. Okay. So let's see. Abby, you want me to explain the 360 method because you're too lazy to watch the video? Boy, if you don't go and watch that damn video. This is your big sister talking. You need to go watch it yourself. I put a lot of time and thought into those videos. And like you've heard me say the steps so many times on Mindset Monday. Just go watch the video in an organized fashion because I'm just going to throw a bunch of shit at you right now, which I always do. So if you want to like get it, go watch the video. And it's only going to help you. And you go. Okay, so Fatima, I'm celebrating SP1 as a rampage saying he won, but I'm intending for him to be in constant contact with me. One, what? I'm confused. Like, that you got your SP? I'm intending for him to be in constant contact with me every day and for us to meet alone. Okay, so how do you affirm? All right, I'm just going to answer your question. All right. My person and I have a great relationship. We get along very well. We have a deep connection. They love talking to me. I love talking to them. They tell me everything. We talk every single day. We're in constant communication. We talk all the time. We're always talking. I always know what's going on with them. I'm never worried. I'm never stressed out about it. I know exactly where they are. I know exactly what they're doing. I know exactly what they're thinking. They're always telling me how much they love being around me and how much they like me and how great they feel about me. And we have such a great time together. We are always spending quality time together. We have a really deep bond. There's an amazing connection and physical, I don't know, vibe between us. We love just being in each other's presence, and we do anything and everything we can to make that happen as often as possible. I'm his number one priority. Seeing me is his number one priority. He wants to be with me all the time. He wants to see me all the time, and he makes it happen. And I appreciate it. I love him, and I feel loved and appreciated and wanted. I also have infinite wealth and money and resources, and money comes constantly to me. And as you spend money, you must feel excited and grateful for the fact that you get to spend it and that you get to use it and that you get stuff for it. Money has to feel great. Money is not a number. Money is energy. It's an idea. So if you think that money is abundant and that you do have $100,000, you will be living a $100,000 life if you keep your thoughts there. But the thing about your thoughts is that the thoughts are always creating a future that you can't see yet. And if you don't stick to the thought and just push through with it, even if you don't see it yet, then it's never going to catch up enough to like make a big enough splash. So you have to just stick with the affirmations, everything I just kind of said. You know, you're abundant with money. You feel great about it. It comes to you all the time. Every time you spend one, you get 10 back. Like, you know, again, it's just opening up your mind about money, how it comes to you in all kinds of ways. It's always there. You've always had it. You always will. It's always, am I watching the live chat yet? Now, yes, I am. and it's distracting me. No, it's not. It keeps me on focus. I'm so good at staying focused. Yeah, money is just always there and abundant for you, and you are allowed to live that lifestyle, and you are allowed to live a rich lifestyle, and it comes to you all the time. And that's just what you affirm, and you just got to keep affirming it no matter what happens. So that's got to be your resounding story. Otherwise, the story that does resound, which might be that you don't have what you want, will win. Whatever your resounding story is, then will continue to resound. Okay. And resonance is vibration. Okay. All right. Mocha Java Latte Super Chat says, sorry, I just had to be honest. I'm still focused on third-party pregnant. I manifested this with 3 SPs in my life. I feel undesirable, not chosen since childhood. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, okay. I manifested this with 3 SPs in my life. So you're telling me, let me just make sure I'm getting this straight, because this is just like off a couple sentences. You manifested, hold on. I'm trying to like unjumble this. So you got 1, 2, 3 SPs of your own. I have 3 SPs, and now one of these SPs I've given a third party who is now pregnant. Is that what you're telling me? And you're telling me you don't feel chosen? You have 3 people in front of you, and you're focused on other people. You're not choosing you. That's why no one else can choose you, okay? You need to focus on you. You need to pick what you want, pick one person to give that to you, and focus on being the person that receives love and radiates it back, versus focusing on which this bitch over there, what's she doing, this over here, da-da-da-da-da, right? Like, you're not getting any kind of consistent results except for what you're consistently thinking about, which obviously is the third party. So discipline, hardcore discipline needs to happen. You need to be making yourself feel good. You need to be meditating. This is every single day. Every single day, make yourself feel good. Every single day, meditate. Every single day, choose you first. Every single day, focus on you being the version of you that learns how to receive and trust yourself and tell yourself that you're chosen, tell yourself that you're desirable. Stop saying all those things that say you're not, and pull your focus away from other people who are irrelevant to you. You are focusing on them, and that's why you are not chosen. You need to focus on you. Choose yourself only every single day. And you know this because we talked about this on fucking June 30th at the self-love. No. Take them off the pedestal. Okay? Why are you not putting yourself there? Why aren't you doing the thing that we talked about on that workshop? That's why you were there. So do the thing you're supposed to do, which is take them off. Remove all these other people. Put yourself there. If you catch yourself not on it, put yourself back on it. If you catch yourself not on it, put yourself back on it. If you catch yourself not on it, put yourself back on it. If you catch yourself not on it, put yourself back on it. That's how you choose yourself, is to keep choosing yourself. The reason why you're not chosen is because you are not choosing you. You are not desiring. You feel undesirable because you're not desiring to choose yourself. Or you're not picking yourself. Therefore, you not picked by others, which makes you feel undesired, right? So like you must, I mean, I don't know, guess desire to pick yourself. You don't have to desire to pick yourself, but you need to start picking yourself. And then maybe after a while, you'll desire to pick yourself, okay? And then, you know, I love you. So thanks for letting me yell at you. Ted Ferguson. Hello, and thank you for coming. Oh, fuck. Who's Scale Wolf? Are you 3 times? What is Scale Wolf talking about? Are you talking about me not being on the chat? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. You're right. Got to go back and watch that seminar. That's why you get the recording. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, so all 3 of those workshops plus mental diet and scripting. So these are like 5 of my live workshops are going to now be available on my website as a one bundle starting probably put it out for Labor Day. So maybe on Wednesday, but if you're interested in like listening to all of my live workshops, because we do a lot of fun stuff. It's live journaling, live coaching, interacting with each other. We're scripting, we're affirming, we're meditating. It's all kinds of stuff together. And you can just obviously do it in the safety of your own home and join us and have the monumental shifts that I don't know, what I heard everyone was having. So that's going to be available on my website soon, roxytalks.com. It's called the Heal and Transform bundle, I think is what we called it. So coming in a couple days. And if you're on my email list, you'll hear about it. If you're not, roxytalks.com, go ahead and sign up. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate you. You guys, we have the best community. You guys are right there. And thank you for helping us keep the community safe and clean and high vibes. Tiffany. Oh my God. Okay, Tiffany. At this point, I think I said this last time. At this point, I feel like I'm manifesting you being in a front row every single week. And Miss Tiffany went to Genuine front row, and Mr. Genuine, I had such a big crush on him when he was like, back in like when I was in high school. I had such a big crush on him that I got into like a really bad fight with my high school boyfriend because we were at like a record store and there was like a Genuine cover, and apparently like a CD I was looking at, apparently I described him too hot apparently for my high school boyfriend's liking, and he like straight up started a fight with me and almost left me at this record store because I was talking about how hot Genuine was. I'm like, I'm a 17-year-old high school student. What the fuck is Genuine gonna do about like what do you have? What are you threatened by? Anyways, all that came rushing back last night when I was looking at your story. I watched every single one of them, or not story, your post about Genuine and your like front row seat. And my high school me is a jelly, and he still looks so good. I was like, damn, Genuine, what's up? Anyways. Oh, it's Golden Hour's first time to my 10 Monday. I'm so glad you're here to hear that. Just incredible story. Natalie says, okay, I'm going to highlight Natalie's comment real fast because I feel like this happens a lot. And if like you're paying attention, you'll realize this too. So Natalie says, OMG, I was just thinking this question in my mind and you answered it without me not even asking you. You're answering for someone else. That happens. And, if you pay attention, even though it might not be exactly your situation, the answer will still, work for you and benefit you. So make sure that you are paying attention and applying it to your life. Random person. There you go. Asha says, thank you, universe, for taking care of my daughter. Damn right. And thank you for taking care of her. Hannah says, Roxy, just manifested my SP. Yes. Proud of you. Keep going. Don't stop. Elevate. Go to the next level of it. Keep your thoughts on track. Don't let your old patterns come through now that they have come through. Okay. Charlotte, I just started talking to someone new and they're amazing. How can I keep my vibe up and stay cool? Okay. Think about like when okay. There's like an energy I'm trying to explain. It's like that energy of like after you break up with somebody and you have your glow up and you know that you're the shit and you're ready to just get back out into the world and like no one can tell you anything. That energy always attracts people in, right? Because it's magnetic. It's enticing. It's something that other people want to be a part of because it's so vibrant and big and sure of itself and confident and positive, whatever, and, expecting of good things to come, that people want to bask in it. And generally, like, we'll get to that place and then our patterns kick in to take us down a couple notches and we feel like shit again. Which is how a lot of people's patterns work. Don't take it on for yourself if that's not your deal. So if you're starting to talk to someone new, you've done the thing of bringing somebody in. You said, how do I keep my vibe up and stay cool? Meaning to me again, that you've gotten to that place where you're feeling really good. And that's why you've attracted them in. Okay. So how did you get to that place of being very high vibe and staying and being cool? You're doing things for yourself. You're focusing on you. You're on your fucking glow up. You're putting things in your day to make yourself feel good because that's how you manifest a partner. You want to keep it, then you need to keep doing those things. And that's what most people stop doing when they get into a relationship. They throw all of their fucking self-work out the window. They focus 100% of their attention on the other person. They worry about what they're thinking, what they're doing when they're not with them. They stop making themselves happy. They focus only on what's not around them, and they go right back to their old ways and manifest bullshit again. And that's how patterns come in. That new shiny person comes back and does the same old shit to you that everyone else does. That's what happens. So if you want to keep your vibe up and stay cool, then keep doing the shit that keeps your vibe up. You know what it is already. Why are you asking me how you keep you said, keep my vibe up and stay cool. Keep and stay. That doesn't mean get and, make, right? Like you're not asking me how do I start it. You're asking me how do I maintain it, which means you already know. So how do you maintain it is keep fucking doing it every day, right? Like why stop because you have a partner? Now you don't think you should work on yourself and be good because you got someone else to lean on? No, you keep being good so that they have a partner that they enjoy being around. Mally, hi. Hi, Mally. How are you? So last week we talked about I gave you guys homework last week. We asked what can you do to start ushering in the new you? Like what can you do to start making steps? Who did their homework and what kind of results did you see? Pooh says, so true. I would stop focusing on myself when I got a new friend or a partner. Big mistake. Yep. And that's how we sabotage relationships. So, did anybody do their fudging homework? Sonia says, I decided to do more exercise. Dan kind of says, could have used the advice to focus on myself after a partner, but I'm grateful I know anything is possible now. Okay, because it sounds ungrateful. It sounded kind of snatchy. Maybe that was the way I read it, but just, you were absent and didn't get the homework. Hey, the fucking class was recorded. You could have listened to it, Dan. Not saying that you have to, but if you're sad about it, then just go back and listen. It's never too late. Mally, you manifested some new music equipment. What did you get? Because I'm interested to hear. Oh, for free? Oh, shit. Marnie says, I made a commitment to spend an hour doing whatever I want. Nice. I love it. That's amazing. Natalie says, answering all my questions today. Oh, amazing. Perfect. That's perfect. Tips on scripting. Yeah, I've got a couple of videos about it, about scripting. I also have my scripting workshop bundle that's going to be coming out on Wednesday, all packaged with all of my live workshops recordings together. And it's called the Heal and Transform bundle. Will be available on Wednesday on my website if you're interested in diving deeper than what the YouTube can provide you. Sonia says, the thing is, I started this homework and I got hit with a massive anxiety attack. What's that all about? That's your old ways trying to keep you where you are, not allowing yourself to push past it. And that's what will forever keep you in your own box. That's your glass ceiling right there. What you just met was your own glass ceiling. Did you push past it? Did you create a new one? Did you decide that it doesn't actually exist, that you can still continue? What are you trying? This is what's interesting to me. What are you trying to do to change in your world? Is it a good thing? It sounds like you want it if you decided to change your life for it. If anxiety comes as you try to change, that sounds like resistance leaving the body. Or at least, if you allow it to be leaving the body, it's at least resistance coming up. So do you actually want what you want, or is it a problem for you? That needs to be looked at. Kagome says, I've started playing self-concept affirmation tapes overnight and my life has changed so drastically. That's amazing. I definitely like listening to stuff overnight sometimes. Yeah, Sonia. So yeah, just do definitely scripting is totally going to help. Or not scripting, sorry, journaling, what you just said. Journaling will help for sure because and do meditating and journaling in conjunction with each other will just help you get to the bottom of like what is it? What is the what you really just need to find out is what is the anxiety telling me, or like, or what is the anxiety trying to tell me? What have I been ignoring? What has this anxiety been masking, or what is it masking? It's that kind of stuff that you want to figure out so that you can get to like what's behind the anxiety, so you can be like, I don't know, send it away, process the anxiety, move it out of the body, allow yourself to feel it, acknowledge it, thank it for letting you know that it's it's there to let you know something. It's like if you get anxiety for something, it's good because it's telling you that you've got an issue with what you're trying to do. And so then you just deal with that and intend. Hold on, let me just make sure. I'll get in the chat. Natalie. Marnie, this person's got to go. We need to avoid the noid. You go goodbye forever. Did you ever besmirch Coheed in my presence? No, not happening on my fudging channel. Okay, so oh, it's so funny. If it is the same person, it's like, man, like, can you imagine what kind of life that person could be living if they put all of this focus instead of trying to like make other people uncomfortable to making themselves comfortable? Isn't that crazy? Like people just don't even want to let the concept in, but all it's doing to us is showing us how important it is to feel good, because if not, this is the fucking result. Okay. How to squash third-party thoughts once and for all. Understand that they'll never be gone once and for all. If you have a problem with third-party thoughts, you might always have them. And being okay with that. And understanding that even if you do have the thoughts, so what? Send it away. What the fuck are you giving it more attention for? You had it. That's enough attention that it could ever need. That's enough. Like the fact that it passed by your mind once is enough. You don't ever need to give it another second of attention. So send it away. So you have to be, if you have a problem with if your question is how do I squash third-party thoughts once and for all, my answer for you is to make peace with the fact that they might never be gone. That's how you do it, because you will probably always have to send those kind of thoughts away. It's part of your deep programming. Me personally, like I have my own programming that's not third party. I rarely ever have. I mean, like I have third-party thoughts so randomly that it's almost funny to think about like what would happen. Like it's literally like I really care that little about it that it's like, and it's like I'm more like, well, what would his type be like? Like I'm like setting him up more so than like fearing him being with somebody else, because it's so far off my radar of in the realm of possibilities for me that I don't give it. It's like it's a non-issue. Whereas whatever any other issue that I might personally have in regards to any sort of insecurity, doubt, fear, worry, you might not have ever given a second thought to. So you would never have to, your third party, or your blank, blah, blah, blah thoughts are squashed forever. Me, third party squashed, that's pretty much squashed forever. I don't ever think about it, but it's because I don't have that kind of programming. So if you do have third party programming, you might never get rid of them completely, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't change the fact that you can switch your life and not manifest more third parties. You just need to learn to turn away from it when it comes up and not give it more attention. So that's the answer. How do you squash them for once and for all? Stop giving them attention when they come up ever again for the rest of your life from this point forward. We're talking about manifesting celebrities. Yeah, I've manifested celebrities several times. It's totally, and people manifest celebrities all the time. It's totally possible. I don't know. I'm looking at the back end of this conversation, so I don't know what you guys exactly are talking about. Pam, do I believe there's 10 chakras, not just 7? To be honest, Pam, that's the first time I've ever heard that. So I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh, Marnie. Yeah, definitely manifesting a celebrity of any sort is possible, but you need to realize that whatever you think their job is just a job, and don't act like it's some special thing that keeps you apart from them or keeps them above you or keeps you separate. Like that's where people get into a problem, is any sort of pedestal. A celebrity is a pedestal. Just it itself is a pedestal on its own. So that needs to be like diminished so that you can realize that it's just like manifesting any other piece of energy. Besides, I mean, who wouldn't? I'd love to manifest hooking up with Rihanna. Is there a person that wouldn't? I mean, come on. Okay, so. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment to refill my cup. I'm feeling a little bit drained at the moment. Dina says I wouldn't. Well, Dina, get out of here then. I'm just kidding. Dina, get out of the chat. Just kidding. We love it. I mean, who says who? Visayas says who? My friend is Rihanna's second cousin, but they don't know each other. Fumbled that bag. We don't need our second cousins to give us our bags. Amy. Sorry, that I had coffee in my mouth, so that sounded really weird. Amy says, and then Dina says, I am the troll blocker. Amy says, I just realized I'm putting clients on a pedestal. Damn. Yep. Can't do that. Can't put, and hey, you can't put money on a pedestal either. And I think a lot of us do that. We're taught to. Malachi, I love you. Malachi says Rihanna is manifesting my beats. You're damn right she is. She's manifesting a feature on one of our songs. Astra says there are over 100 chakras. Okay, so I didn't know that. I honestly like the energy kind of spiritual side of it is like not where my expertise lies. I would say is I'm definitely more in the thought. I don't want to use the word control, but the thought distribution, I would say, is more so my place. Like mental development, mental training is where I focus on, like, manifestations happening constantly. How can we make it work in our favors? That's where my area of focus and expertise is. Stuff about, chakras and aligning and stuff like that is not really, like if I'm a nose job doctor, that's like a boob job. You know what I mean? Like maybe our still plastic surgeon was not quite the same. I don't know where that analogy came from, but it did. Okay. Sabrina, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, okay, I manifested a new guy who I like so much. He likes me too. He's in his early 20s. I'm late 30s. Everyone says he's too young, but he's mature. Now I'm doubting. Am I wrong to continue to manifest this? Loves a young man. Yeah, listen, like age ain't nothing but a number. Getting paid ain't nothing but a thing. So like age ain't nothing but a number. It's just the concepts, and like the people around you are going to voice your insecurities or your worries or your doubts. So like if you listen to them, you're just listening to your own doubts. So just don't, like, thanks for your opinion. That's very nice. I'll take into consideration. In your head, you're like, not, and you just click Control Delete, send it away, empty the trash bin. Like it just doesn't have to exist. It doesn't even have to like settle in. You can just like bounce it right the fuck out of your head. You hear it goes in, it like boings on a trampoline in your mind and bounces out the other ear, Boing. Yep, that's a cute little visual. So if everyone says he's too young, then I would say that that's probably a fear within you that's already existing. That might just be even your own insecurities about your age. I don't know. But either way, it's just a fear being reflected back to you through the mirror of reality. So work on not allowing that fear to take up mental space or mental awareness so that it stops manifesting so much in your physical reality, so you don't have to hear people saying it so much. All right. This message is going for more than one person. If you're somebody in this chat who has a problem with people in their life reflecting back to them what they're insecure about, what they're not manifesting, what's not going on in their life, what they haven't seen. When are you going to do this? How come you can't this? How come you're this? You're not doing this right. If you're somebody in this chat right now, if you're listening and there's people in your life who are telling you and reflecting back to you your insecurities, your doubts, your worries, your blah, 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 stop listening to them. 1. 2, if you stop listening to your own fears about that shit, they will stop saying it to you out loud. They say it out loud because it's been boiling within you for long enough for it to reflect into your 3D world. You know how long it takes you to manifest an SP? Sometimes it takes that long for you to manifest someone telling you some bullshit. So how long have you been thinking that bullshit for it to make it all the way over there for them to bring it back to your face? Knowing how long it might take to manifest something sometimes. Some things are easy. Sometimes they manifest really quick. Other things take a long time of momentum building up. How long have you been thinking this thought about not being good enough, young enough, who cares enough for them to merit back to you? That's the problem, okay? It has nothing to do with his age. It has nothing to do with what they think. It has everything to do with what you think is an issue. If you think it's an issue, it will be confronted, or you will be confronted with it in your 3D reality somehow, okay? So if you're doubting, that's the issue, not what you're doubting about. It's the fact that you're not declaring, choosing, and selecting your reality in those moments. You're letting your doubt choose, declare, and select your reality. And your doubt does not choose and select a reality you like. Can we do someone else's channel? All right, just kidding. It's never going to be. Just kidding. Okay, what's next? And thank you so much for the super chat. I'm just kidding. I'm a perfect. I'm always on point with my own manifestations. We're all human. We all do what we do, and we all work on it, hopefully. All right. Sabrina says, and thank you for the super chat. I just want to add that I do want a serious relationship, and because I'm so into him, I do want it with him. Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, I really want to say, who cares? Like, I don't care if you like him or not. What the fuck do I care about that? What does that have to do? Like, that hasn't, like, obviously you like him. You're paying money to ask me questions about it. You know what I mean? Like that. Okay. This is another thing I see people doing a lot. And this happens in like one-on-one sessions a lot. They really want to tell me like, and listen, they really are perfect and they really are great. And like, I really do love them. And like, they really are. And it's like, I don't care if you like, not that I don't care. But it's so, who cares how much you like them? If you're choosing them to be your person, what do you need to convince me for? Who are you trying to convince? What are you trying to convince? What are you trying to convince yourself of? What are you trying to convince the universe of? Because talking about how much they're so perfect, it's like, well, yeah, obviously, well, you wouldn't be manifesting them if they weren't, right? Like, why is that such a big deal to like make it known? You know what I mean? I just see, it's like, people ask a question, but my focus is like, what's underneath that question? Because you're asking that question for a reason. And the reason is the problem, because the reason is going to manifest. So yeah, you do want him. We know that. You already said you did. He's your SP. That's literally all. The rest of it, who cares how much? Like, you already know that. It has nothing to the universe. You're not getting brownie points from the universe for how much you like somebody. One more time, everybody here. The universe doesn't care how much you like them. That's why I'm saying, like, it's cool that you like them that much, but why are you wasting your one-on-one session time telling me how much you like them? It has nothing to do with whether you manifest them or not. It's irrelevant. Yeah, you like them. Great. That's why we're talking about them. Are you speaking about them day to day, minute by minute, thought by thought, in a way that's allowing them to come through to your reality? Or are you blocking them and pushing them away day by day, minute by minute, thought by thought? That's the issue. Who cares how much you like them? That's irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the way you talk about them. Because if it didn't, you'd already be with them. If the universe cared how much you liked them, you'd be with them by now. So stop trying to justify it and instead work on figuring out why and how you're pushing it away. And it sounded probably mean, but it was just energy. We get lots sometimes. Okay. Tiffany, thank you so much for the super chat, says, hey, did homework, issue of needing to destroy the foundation I was given as a kid that I've carried for years. There's something about that destruction that's scary, but I'm rebuilding a new one based on who I am now. Okay. So you're giving into the fear. You're giving into your fear, which is just, like, think about it really. Think about it black and white terms. Take away the circumstances, take away like this is what happened to Tiffany, and these are the specific things that Tiffany fears about, and this is what Tiffany manifests. Just think about the fact I'm working on destroying the foundation that I've been carrying for years, but there's fear in it. Are you going to listen to it or not? That's really all that matters. Like, do you listen to the fear and not break through and break down, and so you can build up? Or do you recognize that a fear is a fear regardless of what it's telling you, and then it just needs to be sent aside and pushed through? Fear is a fear. Right now, the fear is telling you, oh, it's scary to lose your foundation. Is it the foundation that fucking causes you so much pain every single fucking day? What's scary about that? Nothing. The unknown? Guess what? You're greeting the unknown in every single moment. What's scary about it? You've been doing it your whole life. Get used to it. You are used to it. So don't let the fear, the words of the fear, cloud you from the real deal here, which is breaking through that fear, telling it to shut the fuck up and saying, excuse me, you're telling me right now that this foundation that has caused me all this pain this whole life is worth hanging on to for something better? I don't think so. You can go F yourself. I'm going to focus on something else. Like, just pay attention. Awareness and discipline. Always, always, always. Cornerstone of my method, 360 method. You know this. So you said I'm rebuilding a new one based on who I am now. Exactly. And it happens in every single moment. You rebuild your new foundation every single time you ditch the old one for a new foundation thought. You ditch the old foundation thought for a new foundation thought. You ditch the old foundation thought for a new foundation thought. And that's how you build a new foundation thought, or a new foundation in every moment. Okay? And you got it. Okay. Nothing happened with my music channel. The album is coming as soon as the songs are done. And I'm working on it every day. Shit takes time. Okay. Who just did I see someone reacting? I'm not going to read it because I have a super chat coming through, but someone's talking about, okay, yeah. Noaina, you're reacting, change your story. Stop reacting to your 3D reality and control the story. Okay. Mindy, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. Oh, you okay, Leo? Choking on something over there. Mindy, what's that? Okay, Mindy says, I've attracted SP many times, but my old conditioning pushed him away. I'm now working on myself, but sometimes I get sad about how I pushed him away. Okay, so it's like, listen. All that is just your programming keeping, like, just what I talked about with Tiffany. It's like the fear of it is irrelevant. It's the fact that your sadness is pushing you away from your good thoughts and you're letting it. That's really, it doesn't matter what you're sad about. It matters that you're tuning into it and allowing it to affect you. So my old conditioning pushed him away. You're working on it. Great. That's the end of the fucking sentence. The rest of it is irrelevant. If you're working on it, then you should understand that getting sad about how you pushed him away is very counterproductive. It doesn't bring him closer. It doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't absolve you of what you've done, understanding that, the past is irrelevant. Even if the past was 2 days ago, it doesn't matter. It just keeps it in play in your story. So if you start to get sad about how you pushed him away, realize you're bringing him back in. There's nothing to be sad about. Turn to something that makes you happy, makes you feel good, so that you can get off of the thought, the frequency, the vibration, the energy of being sad because you ruined it. Because all that's going to do is keep you sad about ruining it, which means you'll probably continue to ruin it in some way. So get, on a different wavelength. Awareness and discipline. Okay, for the person that's asking over and over the same question, if you have a fear that's not working, stop tuning into the fear and send it away. Every single question I've asked answered in the last 5 minutes have the same answer. Stop tuning into the thing that you don't like. If you have a fear, why are you listening to it that much? The fear of it not working, that's not a rational fear to listen to. If you're in the woods and there's a bear in front of you and your fear is telling you to run, that's a fear you tune into. But if you're trying to make your life better and something's telling you it's not going to work, why are you tuning into it? You know? Yeah. Let the anger go. What anger? That's energy, bro. Okay. Oh, my cat gave me a dirty... Oh, look at her. Oh, this way. She gave me a dirty look when I raised my voice because I woke her up. She wakes us up all the time. I do not feel sympathy for her. Oh my gosh. So, if you got yelled at today, know that it came from a place of just care and just wanting you to understand so that you can be your best and focus and tune into the best. Like, it is such a waste of your infinite creative power to tune into what you're afraid of, and you need to be training yourself to not do that. And it's like, that's why it just is what we got to say every time, like, stop doing that, because when you do it, you're reinforcing your habit of doing it. So that's why you got to stop doing it, because you got to break the habit of just listening to your fears. That's a habit in itself, and you're doing it over and over again. So you need to recognize you're doing it, and you need to stop doing it in order to break the habit. That's how habits are broken. Like, I used to smoke years and years ago. The way I quit was deciding I was going to quit, and then every time I wanted a cigarette, I didn't. And if I could make it through, I was working in a tattoo shop at the time, and like in tattoo culture, cigarettes, smoke breaks are like godsend. Like, you take smoke breaks like every fucking 20 minutes almost. So my game would be, if I can make it through this smoke, I'm going to go hang out. I'm not going to like deprive myself of being, with the group, but like, I'll go hang out. If I can make it through the whole, 10-minute smoke break without having a cigarette, I've won. And every single time I did that, I quit smoking. And the next time I did it, I quit smoking. And the next time I did it, I quit smoking. And that's how you quit smoking. And that's how you quit doing anything, is like, whenever the opportunity comes up to do it, you don't. For the rest of your life, hopefully. Natalie says, Roxy, damn girl, you're giving me my dose of, girl, do you know who you are? Good. Then I'm doing my job. Thank you. Dill Pickle Jones, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Mal says, my SU is treating me bad and I walked away and I removed him from my life. I will allow him back in when I see a change. Is that the right thing to do? Kind of, yeah. Like, your energy is facing in the like a better direction. But in my personal opinion, like, who cares what he's doing? You need to focus on yourself. You are the change you're looking for. He has nothing to do with that. He will reflect the change when you are the change, because he is a reflection. He cannot change before you. Everybody here, if you're waiting on your SP to do something that you're not willing to do for yourself, keep fucking waiting. Enjoy the waiting, because that's all you're going to continue to do. How can your reflection do something that you are not willing to do in front of the mirror? How? How does a mirror? How? Explain it. Explain a mirror. How does a mirror? Period. Question mark. How does a mirror? This mirror, you want to see my camera? You want to see my computer? It's only going to show you what I fucking put in front of it. How can I make what's in here change if I don't change what I do with it? Like, it blows my mind sometimes. Spoken to you with kindness. New merch is coming. It's like, I have so many projects I'm working on that I get a little bugged. I have plenty of time to do all the things that I want to do. So, what's coming out next is the Money album is coming out next. It's the tracks, like if you guys have heard the hour-long Money track that I made, if you haven't, it's got like a pool. I think it just says I am rich on the thumbnail. And it's just like an hour-long track on YouTube of money affirmations to like a cool little Malachi beat. We have a little album of 6 of those. They're not going to be an hour long on iTunes. They'll only be like 5 minutes long on iTunes, but they're going to be on iTunes very soon. That's going to be the next thing coming. Merch is on its way. I'm working on it. Music is also on its way. I'm working on it. We're also going to have meditations coming. I know I keep talking about it, but we're just really, I'm really good at staying focused and getting everything one thing done at a time. Let's just say that. Okay. So we're getting there. I'm an artist and I want to make all these things all the time. And then like the reality of making it combined with like running my business and then living and then doing my other things and all these things. It's just like, and I just have so much time to do everything because my time bends for me. Amy LeBlanc. I keep telling myself I need to take action, but I can't seem to figure out what action to take. That's your problem. I actually heard Esther Hicks talking about this exact same thing today, so I know I heard this for you. You keep telling yourself that you need to take action, but you can't seem to figure out what action to take. Your problem is that when you feel good and you're enjoying it and you feel like taking action, you're not enjoying the feeling of inspiration. And that's the problem. You go from inspiration, which is feeling like you need to take action, to questioning, which is pushing it away. You need to stay in inspiration. It doesn't matter what you're supposed to do. Who cares what you do? The fact is that you feel inspired to do something. Go with the feeling and don't turn away from it by saying, oh, but I don't know what to do. Door closed, immediately inspiration gone by. That's the problem, okay? Journey of Judy, thank you so much for the super chat, says, what do you do when the 3D is throwing a lot at you? Losing loved ones and crazy stuff. My mental diet is still strong, but anything extra you do strong. Okay, listen. Part of 3D reality can be really hard to deal with. Parts of it, right? Can be really hard to deal with. It could be. So when it's coming down to those things like grief and loss and like life things that, things that you can't really like avoid almost, but you just have to you have to feel through it. Your best bet in that moment is to process every emotion as it comes to you in real time and keep moving forward, keeping your thoughts in a soothing, kind, gentle place. I think I made this analogy last week, but or maybe the week before. When you're, if you're the captain of a ship and a storm comes, think about driving on the highway and it starts raining really bad. When it's raining really bad and you're driving, you're very extra cautious behind the wheel. You kind of drive like a grandma. You're driving really slow. Not that it's a put down to be a grandma. Grandmas are cool. You're driving slower. You're driving more cautious. You're being very alert, and your focus 100% is on making it through the storm safely. Once you get out of the storm, then you can think about other things, right? But in the eye of the storm, what matters is making it through it. So if you're in the middle of a storm, then batten down the hatches, fucking buckle up and stay on top of it, because you got to ride the bucking bronco till the bitch stops bucking. You know what I mean? And that's just what you got to do when life, you got to just deal with it and process the emotions, because there's no other option. If you don't process them now, you will have to deal with them later. They were not going to go anywhere. They'll come up in inconvenient times, triggered by things completely unrelated. So what do you do now? You be as kind and gentle with yourself as possible. You're going through some shit. Ride out the storm by being there, like a captain on a ship, like a parent driving their sleeping baby in the back seat of a car in the middle of a storm, with caution, with focus, with compassion, with care, with focused guidance. I mean, really, it's really what you got to do. Dina Michelle, yeah. How do you do it? You just do it. Literally, yeah. How do you do it? You stop saying how and just do something that fucking represents it, or at least stop questioning it. I wonder if there's more trolls in here because I put hashtag Mindset Monday in the front of the YouTube video this week. I know that's weird, but it literally, I don't know, that might be it because there's a hashtag in front of the video because that's what I changed it. It's like the only thing I did differently. So maybe it just went out to a bunch of fucking randos with nothing to do on a Monday. Okay. Panda Bear says, thank you so much for the super chat. Been scripting since 2017 that former SP and I will reconnect and be friends. And the 3D I've asked hang out, he doesn't follow through. Stop all 3D action. Stop calling him former. Like I wanted to stop reading it from former. Like before even, like after the R of former, I didn't even need to read it anymore. Like, why are you calling him former and then complaining that it's not in your life now? You know what former means? No longer. So like, maybe start there. Stop talking about something like it's not in your world and then wondering why it's not in your world. You know, like awareness and discipline. Again, you got to know what you're saying. You got it like that. That's a case of no awareness or not no. That's a case of a lack of awareness right there. I keep calling something former and then I'm complaining that it's not in my life. So now we need the discipline part to make yourself stop calling them former, to stop looking at it as something that you're trying to get back. What does back mean? Back implies gone. Okay. You're saying all these things that are putting them over there. You have put them over there and you're like, why are they over there where I put them? And I continue to put them and point out that they're over there. They're over there. Why are they over there? They're over there. Did you see them over there? Not here. They're over there. Why are they over there? Like they're over there. Like, do you get it? Like, stop putting them over there. They're here now. Awareness and discipline. Yes, here and now. Absolutely. Yeah, it's like you're worried about 3D action. Why are you worried about 3D action when, again, if you're asking about 3D action and you're not doing any internal work, I have nothing to say to you. That's not true. I have a lot to say to you. If you're asking about 3D outcomes and you're not doing the internal work, that's the issue. It has nothing to do with what they're doing, what's happening, what they did. It's so what? What are you doing right now to continue to push them away? That's the problem. Oh my God. I know, Mally, you're funny. I don't know. Some people cannot like just be real and be their own self because they have to hide behind a fake account in order to say things that they could never say with their real account. And that's like what's really happening. Like, you know, we're like, none of us are looking at this like, oh no, the things they saying about me are so true. We're looking at this being like, damn, I'm so glad I'm not living my life like that every single day. Stop giving it attention, Marnie. Erase, erase, erase. Third party. Okay. Rouge says, had an amazing second date with a guy. How do I stop myself from going back into old story of thinking things don't work out? Literally stop yourself from going back into the old story. That's how you do it. Like awareness and discipline. Cornerstone of my 360 method. RoxyTalks.com. How do I stop myself from going back into thinking? When the thought comes up, you catch it and you think something else. That's how you do it. And if another one comes up, you stop it and you think something else forever. Bevo says, I don't recall what the homework was, but I'm generally dominating. I love this. Thanks, Bevo. Yes, 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 yes. You damn right you are. You damn right you are. Okay. Letitia, thank you so much for the super chat says, I tell myself we're on a break because I actually need the time to take care of myself. He'll be back when I am ready. Yes. And he will be 100%, because that's how it works. Like it's a mirror. It's a mirror. And when you are reflecting happy, healthy, whole, don't need anything, you will see happy, healthy, whole, don't need anything. What does don't need anything look like in 3D reality? It means you're not lacking anything. If you don't need anything, then that must mean that you have absolutely everything that you could ever possibly need. So you say that you do have it all so that you can have it all. Lady Space, I like your name. I like your full name that I probably can't say. Last week I was like, I'll drop a C-bomb. And here you are, Lady Space, dropping one for me. Oh my gosh, this is funny. It's like a whack-a-mole game. It's like we get to play a little video game while being here as well. Yes, yes, yes. All right. M Diamond. Are you the same person that asked me how to banish? Hold on. M Diamond says, how do I banish anxiety everlastingly? Are you the same person who asked me how to banish third-party thoughts forever? Because it's the same ass question. How do you banish it everlastingly? By understanding that it might never go away, so you must learn how to deal with it now. And how do you deal with it now? By stop saying you have anxiety, stop identifying with it, stop acting like it's your part of your deal. When you feel anxiety in the body, recognize that that's your body's way of telling you something is off. Find out what it is by asking yourself, soothing yourself, caring for yourself, yada, yada, yads. And continue to empty your cup through meditation, through doing things that make you feel good, processing the emotion while being kind to yourself with your thoughts, because it's your thoughts that cause the anxiety itself, as is your definition with having it in your life. And you said, I'm already feeling healed and like a new me. Continue saying that even if you feel the opposite. Can you manifest something by the holidays? Of course you can. You manifest all the time. You're manifesting right now. Sarah, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, before I manifested love, I was listening/dancing to a love song with an overpowering feeling of contentment. Fell asleep with a smile on my face. A few days later, he walked into my life. Coincidence? No, you manifested for sure. That right there is like classic what's the word? A non-resistant manifestation. And actually, I'm glad you said that, because I'm putting together a free little download guide, and it's like kind of like showing you how manifestations come through, like different modes of manifestation, so you can understand like what you have to do in order for manifestations to come through easier for you, and you can categorize how things come to you, so you can switch up the way you're manifesting and the way you're focusing on things. So, oh my God. The humongous person doesn't know that their name is actually a funny inside joke, and is actually funny to me. Mungus. I wish you knew, but you don't. And you never will. So congratulations. You did really good. Stay like you were listening and dancing to a love song with an overpowering feeling of contentment. That's what I want to highlight. Contentment. What is contentment? Contentment means in this moment right now, I don't need anything. We just 2 seconds ago talked about why that manifests things into your world, because saying that you're content, saying that you're fulfilled when you're not, creates a vacuum, and someone's got to fill that hole and fill that space. So when you say you're content, you are telling the universe that you don't need anything. And because the universe is a mirror, then they have to then provide you with everything that you could possibly need, so that that concept remains true. Have I heard of Mind Valley? I've heard of it. I thought it was an app. I thought you were talking about an app. And then you said him, and I was like, oh wait, never mind. I don't think I know what that is then. Is this a kitty behind me? It sure is. Hi. Oh, sorry. Smashing the sign into her face. Kagome. Okay. Love your topic here, because this is not something that we get, like, specifically, we don't really talk about this a lot. So I always love talking about things that I haven't said 1,000 times. I get slut shamed. This is what you're saying here. I get slut shamed by the people I love for the clothes I wear. I don't feel guilty for wearing the clothes I like, so I don't know what to change in my mindset. You need to change in the mindset of saying that people slut shame you. That's what you're like. That's manifesting. Maybe it happened once that you didn't realize that was within you. Maybe, like, I don't know. I'm just saying how it could come up in your world. Maybe one day you wore a top that was a little too revealing, and maybe you were thinking like, oh, I hope this is okay. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. And then that one little thought could have turned into one person saying, oh, that's some cleavage you got going on, or whatever. And then that one person saying something, you reacted to it being like, excuse you, these are my titties. I can do whatever I want with them. And that reaction now has created a situation where people comment on you. So it could be that easy. It could happen one time. So it may not be that you feel guilty about what you wear, but you expect the people that you love to slut shame you for your clothes. So they do. So now you need to expect them to love what you wear, maybe be inspired to wear their own version of what they like, to how they feel 100% authentically them expressing themselves. Like, your level of covered upness has nothing to do with, the expression of your truth, like, like feeling like you're representing yourself, right? Like the way the clothes do. So all we intend for them is that they feel inspired by your ability to do that, to do it for themselves. Not that we need them to dress like you, but we want them to dress like them and be inspired by you to do that for themselves, so that they're looking at you again as inspiration and not as anything else. And you feel inspirational about it by saying, hey, I'm showing people that you can just be yourself and it's okay, no matter what people say to you, because I don't really expect people to say anything about it. And if they do, I realize that that's within me, and I'm just going to take that moment to say, oh, they're so nice. I always say the nicest things about it. They love my outfit or something, right? You got to change the story yourself in order to see it changing your 3D reality. Christina, any tips on meditating? Yes, I actually have a meditation guide that I already put together. Sorry, if it's something I've already put together, I'm like, go check that thing. I already put way more attention and focus into it that I could give it right in this moment, is what I'm trying to say. That's why I always, if I send you to a video or to a product or a free download or whatever, it's because I've already put more energy and effort into it in the past than I can give you right now, that it's going to benefit you to just go there. So roxytalks.com, go to the free resources tab and click my free meditation guide. And that's how I meditate without a guided meditation. Otherwise, check a guided meditation on YouTube, because I do those as well. I do both. I do blank meditation where it's just me, and I also do guided ones where they kind of talk me through some stuff. But I guess my biggest tip on it is to send away your thoughts gently, bring your thoughts and your focus back to center. And then, if it starts to slip, you bring it back to center again, and just try to keep your thoughts open while allowing information to come through if it does, but not forcing it and not searching for it. You can ask questions, but then you just kind of let it go and see what comes up. Dina, you're funny. Oh my God, what a creative little person here. Thank you for providing entertainment for us today. Oh, Lord. Oh my God, this shit's funny. Okay. Tiffany, okay, Kagome says that makes sense. I did subconsciously expect them not to accept my fashion sense. Yep. So they can't expect it. They can't accept it if you expect it, Candace, is it a certain order we should be manifesting? Like what we want when it shows up, what we do to keep it. I don't know about like order. It's just more that like you need to be aware of what you're doing. Like you're always manifesting in every single moment. So if your thoughts are not describing a reality you want to be in, then like, are you gonna do something about it? That's really like in my personal opinion, like what it boils down to. Mocha Jovel, you keep missing it because we got such a good team over here. It's just silly. Okay. Okay, Life RN says, so I started to script, meditate, and pray in the morning, as well as listen to manifestation and Hertz energy frequencies, and think as positive as possible. Why am I waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning since starting? Because that's when inspiration comes. So listen to what comes to you. So it's interesting that you're saying that, because it's almost so cliche in a spiritual journey that like I almost don't even, not that I believe that you're lying. I maybe believe that other people were making it up, but like, it's just interesting that you're saying it, because like literally 2 to 3 in the morning is the inspiration hour. If you're being, and I've heard this from so many people, if you're being woken up at that time, fucking put a journal by your bed and listen, because you're getting messages and information. And that is when you're being inspired. The reason it's coming at that time is because it's quiet and the voice isn't here, or excuse me, the voice isn't loud. It's like kind of a quiet voice. So Ray Zelinsky, the auto parts king. Oh my God. What have I done to receive the honor? Holy shit. Okay. Brandon says those are also the witching hours. Same thing. I think it's because it's all the same shit. That's when inspiration and magic is there, because generally, because the world's quiet at that time, you know? So, okay. Emily says, a lot of good manifestations happening these days. Just wondering, if I dreamed of a third party, does it mean that I'm doing a good or bad job? It means whatever you decide it means. But ultimately, I would just say that it's like evidence of insecurities within you, which is fine, because the fact that it's surfacing means you can deal with it and change the thoughts. So like, cool, good. Like, are you doing a good job? Yes. Are you doing a bad job? I have never heard of her. What do you mean? You're doing a great job. Why does that scare you, Life RN? It should empower you, because you're getting information. Mocha Java Latte, need to comment intrusive thoughts about third party and shit like that. Listen, girl, why do you keep affirming it? You keep affirming the third party. Saying that you need to calm your intrusive thoughts about a third party does not calm your thoughts about intrusive party, or excuse me, about a third party does not calm your thoughts about a third party, nor does it get rid of the third party. It keeps them in play. If you need to calm your thoughts about a third party, then guess what? There's a third party. You have to stop affirming the existence of it, period. Mally says, witch means wise woman. I'm a witch. Yeah, and okay, yeah, and Heyoka says they're happy to go away. Yeah, I like that too, because like, yeah, you're implying that they want your man. Don't let them want your man with your thoughts. If your man's involved in you, why do they want him? You know what I mean? Think about it like that. Like, they deserve someone that wants them and not you? Give it to them. It's not her fault. Listen, let's be real fast. It's not the other bitch's fault that I'm sorry, and this This is woman to woman. It's not the other bitch's fault that your man has two of you guys. Okay? You are manifesting it through constant attention on it. He is doing it, and he should not be. Yes, you are manifesting that version. Does that absolve that version from doing it? I don't think so. Or from the what am I trying to say? Does that absolve him of, I'm going to use the word blame, but you know what I mean? Like, do we just give him a free pass? I don't know. Maybe this version needs to be told to not fucking do that to people. And maybe you telling this version that that's not okay to do to people is part of what you need to do to stop manifesting people doing this to you and to her. All your anger and focus on what she's doing is completely misplaced. All of that attention needs to be filling the holes within you that are manifesting and it showing up like that. Sorry, baby girl. She said you missed that comment. I don't need more yelling. Hey, I love you, and I only yell because I love. And you can have whatever you want, and you are. The focus needs to be on making yourself feel good, because that's what'll bring in more stuff that'll make you feel good, okay? Dina. Life RN, I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Says, when you think of this third party again, just pray for that person's wellness and let it go, then continue being the baddie that you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because Miss Mocha Java Latte is absolutely. And that's the other thing is like, girl, like you are a baddie and you do deserve that kind of attention. So it's going to come from treating yourself like that. Besides, don't we have the best community here? We really do. We really have the best community here. It's so nice. It's so nice. And it's nice that they announce themselves by saying hi first, so we can just get it out of the way. Oh, but this is so great. We're reaching so many people outside of our community. It's so nice. It's so nice. Oh my God. Okay. I'm here for you, girl, okay? Mocha Jova Lattes. I got you. I'm here for you. Leah, Dina says Leanne is missing the fun. Leanne is missing the fun. I know. She's going to be so bummed. Diamond says, I want to get yelled at during some point too. You're so amazing inside out with the best vibrations. I'm so glad I'm single and my own best friend. I don't miss that third party drama. Yes. You're not getting yelled at today, I guess. Avi, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, blah, 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 blah. How often should, it's disappearing. How often should I visualize about me and my SP to live in the end result? Should I do it daily? I just don't want to get too attached. Okay. Okay. How often do you visualize? This question is subjective. It's like, I can't say 6.5, like 6.24. It's like, there's no answer to the question. The real question is, how many times a day are you visualizing, thinking about, worrying, fearing, doubting, etc., the opposite of your end result? That's what really matters, okay? You, like, we had this phrase in the beginning, not to beat a dead horse, right? We made a joke about it, but like, you talking about your SP is like beating a dead horse. We know you fucking want your SP. You can't shut up about it. The universe is like, I get it, bro. Can you get out of the way so I can give it to you? Do you know how long I've been trying to give you this damn manifestation? Will you stop doing all the things all day long that continue to push it away over and over and over? Because if you did, you would have had it and you would have been on to 25 different more manifestations since then. But you're not. You keep getting in your own way. And so this one keeps getting backlogged. You know? So again, how many times should you visualize about you and your SP to live in the end result? As many times as it feels good to do so. If it feels good, then do it as much as you can. But the problem is when you said, I don't want to get too attached. Too attached to what? Too attached to what? What are you implying here? Getting too attached. Why would you fear getting too attached? Because your fear of losing it. That's the problem. The fear of losing it is outweighing all the other shit. Otherwise, you'd be with them right now. That's what needs to be dealt with. The fear underneath it is the problem, and you're giving it too much attention. You're giving it more attention than you're giving your end result, and that's why you're in the end result of your fear, and you're not in the end result of your relationship. And thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you. Brandon, when the honey is super sweet, sometimes the flies and the maggots come. But that's okay. Amy says, oh, Kagobi says it's 3:33 a.m. Yes. Okay. Amy says, I got rid of a third party years ago by saying in my mind, bye-bye, bitch, he is mine. And she was gone the next morning. Nice. Mocha Trouble Latte says, I'm saving this whole ass live because Roxy's on fire. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's right, Brandon. Visaya says, lots of people want to manifest a lot of money and never have to work again. But if everyone did that, how would anything ever get done? Okay, great question. I think about this a lot too. But here's the deal. First thing first is that not everybody wants to manifest money so they never have to work again. They want to manifest money so they don't have to do shitty jobs again. Okay, so that's one thing. Just because people aren't doing those people aren't doing those shitty jobs anymore doesn't mean they're not working and that they're not providing value in other ways that aren't considered job, right? The other hand of that is that like they're still, and I'm just going to go by age just because it's easier to look at. Like, I mean, like from like 16 to let's say 25, you still have to gain some sort of experience and knowledge, understanding of how to do a job, how to show up on time, how to, push through when you don't want to be there, how to build success, how to deal with people, how to overcome your shortcomings. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so much character building that happens on the job. And also there is so much growth of understanding of what you are capable of doing while you're on a job that it's not like people are going to stop doing jobs. Like 16-year-olds are still going to want to make money, and 16-year-olds maybe don't understand. Like, I'm not saying that all 16-year-olds don't understand or that no 16-year-olds will ever understand. My point is that like to think that if people start living their dreams that no one's going to do jobs anymore is lack mentality. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's also to say that some people don't enjoy jobs with less responsibility. Like I keep thinking of what's that movie? What's that movie with Kevin Spacey where it's really gross when you think about it, but like his whole deal was like he had a midlife crisis. American Beauty. He has a midlife crisis, quits his high-paying job and goes to work at a drive-thru because he's like, I want as little fucking responsibility as possible. I don't give a fuck about anything. I just want to have my little existence, make a couple bucks, go to work and be happy, not have anybody counting on me. So like to think that, other people's dreams are going to be like yours is again, it's just, there's so much that there's just no reason to look at things in such a limiting way. And F Dreamer says community needs all kinds of jobs. Community needs all types of jobs, and everybody resonates with different types of jobs. Because let's look at food service. Like maybe someone thinks that that's not a good enough job, but like, what if you want to be a chef? Then you need to go. You should be a busser. You should be a food runner. You should be a prep cook. You should have to work on salads. You should have to work only on desserts. You should have to work on the pasta station every fucking night, even though it's a nightmare. Not that I've obviously never worked in a restaurant, so like if you want to be a chef, what do chefs have to do? They have to fucking stand in a kitchen 8 nights a week, every night for the rest of their life in fucking over 100 degree temperatures. You got to learn how to prepare for that. That's not something that most people are just born into. That's something that you have to develop that skill to be able to stick it through it and be passionate about what you're doing 8 hours in an oven, literally sweating your fucking balls off. So like, I'm just saying, you're saying besides you don't resonate with any job. Well, you probably resonate with other things. You know what I mean? Like just because society has deemed something a job does not, like, I'm just saying, open up your thought process about it because it just sounds limiting in my personal opinion. But I mean, who fucking cares what I think? Okay, Brandon says, yeah, my dad is a construction worker and he genuinely has no other dream job, no matter how physically hard it can be. Yeah, some people are fulfilled doing what they're doing. And like, wouldn't it be so lucky if you were fulfilled doing something that was easy to get into? That's best case scenario. So we don't need to look at that as something that's going to like be a bad thing or taking away. Like, Kagome, we can all be jobless millionaires in different realities. We can be jobless millionaires in this reality. There are already so many. Because again, a job, what is a job? Like, a job is not fun. The word job, not fun. But doing work that resonates with you, like, there's a lot of jobs that I wouldn't want to do, that I would consider work. But there's probably stuff that I do that I don't consider work that other people would consider a job. It's like irrelevant. And plus, everyone is this is a infinite universe. It's a fucking hologram. Like, other people don't, they're doing their thing in their reality. What are we worried about them for? Hayoka says, we were having this convo literally yesterday. I know someone who left a high-paid media job and turned down reality TV fame to be a fireman because he wanted to be one since he was little. Exactly. So, you know. Yay, Amy. I'm glad this is working for you. F Dreamer says, a company needs all kinds of employees, accounting, supplies, sales, and others, and not everyone wants to be so independent or entrepreneurs. Exactly. Not everybody wants to talk to people. Not everybody wants to be out in front. Not everybody wants to handle millions of dollars. Some people just want to be content. Some people love crunching numbers. Me, I don't want to fucking do that shit. You know, that's why we hire bookkeepers, because they're passionate about numbers. For me as an artist, that's the last thing I want to fucking think about. Bookkeeper lives and breathes it. Great. Those two things go together. I don't have to worry about keeping my books. This person can get their number fixed, and we're continuing to keep the world going and providing contentment for ourselves. Haley, how do you manifest a positive mindset in a short period of time? Say that you have one. Change your words right now. Because your words are always manifesting your future. So the soonest you can manifest what did you ask exactly? The soonest you can manifest, where the fuck did it go? Oh, a positive mindset. The soonest you can say that you have one. It's the fastest you can use the sentence to say that. That's how soon. It just, I mean, like, that's the start of it, right? It has to start there. No, again, besides, you need money to travel in the first place. There you go with lack again. You're living in lack. That's like whether or not you think that's true, why are you putting that into your story and allowing it to manifest for yourself? Like, literally stop saying that kind of stuff. You don't need money to travel. You don't. You really don't. Like, I'm not saying this is the answer. This is an answer. Like, let's say you're an influencer. You could literally have a whole trip paid for you. Every meal where you stay, every like trip or every excursion you go on, just like showing it on your phone. You could go fucking just travel and go see things and just go outside your door and go on a fucking hike or something. Like, you don't need money to do anything, but saying that you do makes you think that. It makes that show up in your world again. And also keeps you from having money, obviously. Okay, so Kara says, I kept saying I wanted to travel for free and I manifested the flight attendant job. I'm super excited. And there we go. Again, this is another thing where it's like a flight attendant job. Me as a flight attendant, I would fucking hate it. I would fucking hate that job. Flying, heights, customer service, waiting. It's like waiting tables again. COVID. No, thank you. But for somebody that's like passionate about that, dream job. Again, that's my point. And like yachting, anybody watch Below Deck? What those people, the crew, no fucking thank you. Sitting on the yacht, yes, please. But like, those people are living their dreams. They're traveling all over the world and getting paid to do so. So it's all perspective and everything is just manifesting. So it's like, say what you want instead of talking about what doesn't work for you, what you can't get and what's not possible for you, because that's just going to continue. Okay. Visayas, this is the last one I'm going to say. If you just want to be a socialite, then fucking say you are one and stop talking about what you want and saying what it's not working for you. Say that you are it. You keep talking about how you, I wouldn't want this. I don't want this. I have to do this. I can't get this because of this. Stop. That stuff is why you can't. So you need to just like, you want to be a socialite? You're a socialite now. Stop talking about wanting. You are it. And Brendan's going to be a socialite with you. You guys are both socialites now, okay? And then Hazel says we are socialites. Yes, we're all socialites. Yes. We are. Kagome says, I thought I couldn't afford studying abroad for the past 2 years. I let go of resistance and so many opportunities are coming my way now. How exciting. Nice. Besides, good. Cool. Glad we're on the same page. Oh my God. Mark, this is a good question. Since people believe since people believe in an afterlife, is it possible they manifest that reality when they die? That is an excellent question that I really wish I had an answer to, but I mean, maybe. Because I mean, like, okay, I do think that it might be limiting to think that manifestation only happens on planet Earth. So in that case, who's to say that you can't make intentions in this lifetime that will take you, that you will then live out in the next one? Again, great question. I don't have the answer to it, but I love opening up boxes like that. Dina says Roxy Talks curly next below deck. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yes, I love you guys. I love you guys all. Okay. Which is better, scripting or affirmations? Both. They're both important, in my personal opinion. And the reason why is because like every single thought you think is an affirmation. So that's unavoidable. So you need to get your affirmations on point so that they're pointing in the right directions and not where you don't want them to go. Because everything you're thinking is affirming something. Scripting is a practice that I personally do every single day. Well, I do it at night, but and I don't ever want to stop. So which is better? Neither. They're both great and something that I do every single day. And it's part of why I live the life that I want to live. Okay. Tiffany says, can you do a podcast on how we can meet people where they are when talking to them about manifestation? I want to validate their feelings while sharing what I've been learning to in a helpful way. How we can meet people where they are when talking about them about manifestation? Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready to do a podcast on that, Tiffany, because that's something I'm still like trying to personally work on myself. Like I still, every day I'm getting better and better at conveying these ideas to people in my real life who absorb and understand them so well. I don't know if I'm in a place to talk about it because like I don't feel comfortable talking about things that I'm working on myself, and like something that's like I feel like that question that you're asking is a response to something that I had this weekend, because I had a situation where I was talking to an old friend because Coheed, and I was talking about Coheed, and then they said something about I need a private jet, and I was like, you already have one. And then it went into this whole like, oh, Roxy's a fucking nutcase conversation. At least that's how I interpreted it, which is something I'm working on now. And only reason I'm saying that is so that you can understand where I'm at with it, and also me working through my own things real time. I am still working on how and when to tell people that they're manifesting bullshit when they say things to me that I want to be like, I'm getting better at it every single day. The people in my family and all of my friends completely understand and are totally receptive to it when I say it. And that's as much as I can give you right now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's the podcast. There's the episode. So now that, yes, thank you so much, Dina. Excuse me. How can you manifest winning a contest and not need to win it? Give yourself the gift of it now energetically. Like whatever the prize is, take away the idea of the contest and give yourself that energetically now. Crystal, do you script and reaffirm the same stuff every day, or do you try not to script the same thing repeatedly, if that makes sense? I generally script about the same topics every day just because, like, okay, what I've learned is that for the most part, unless you're like, when you're like actively leveling up or you're actively moving or bringing new stuff into your life, you're probably generally going to script about the same things because like the things that you're scripting are about, not all of them, obviously, but some of them are maybe the majority of them. And again, don't take on my limiting beliefs. This is just what I've seen. I think a lot of what we script about is the stuff that we're trying to rewrite, that we're not convinced of. And that's why we're scripting about it, right? Like if you, like people ask me like scripting about my relationship. I rarely script about my husband. Like I rarely script about my relationship at all because I don't need to. Because I don't have negative thoughts about relationship. We get along really great. He's the best husband in the world. I literally don't have anything to script for it because it's already in my 3D great. And like if I do ever script about my relationship, it's like maybe like once every few months, maybe, and it'll be like a sentence. So in general, the things that you script about will probably generally be around the same type of topic because it's probably where you have lack mentality, doubt, fear, worry, insecurity, whatever. So generally it's probably the same. For me, it's generally the same. Is it the exact same affirmations every day? Not likely because I don't remember. I'm doing it when I'm half asleep as I'm just writing a page of stuff. If they end up being the exact same, great. Sometimes there are ones that I specifically script over because those are, affirmations that I've chosen for my reality. And so I will script them all the time. But it's like a mix of both. It's like going with the flow, how I'm feeling today, what went on this day, what do I want right now, what do I want for tomorrow, what do I want my life to look like how I'm feeling now, and then adjust it to how it should be. And that's what I write about. Okay, let's do last call for super chats. Kristen, if it's not in our 3D, we need to script that. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you mean. Yes, the live will be saved. You can check them all out on my channel under the Mindset Monday playlist. Heyoka says my scripts are unreadable scrawl. I like it that way. Sometimes mine are too. There are times where I'm like, I have no idea what that fucking says. Maybe a recent script video. I made one recently, enough. I don't have anything new to put into it. I made one like a year ago, but I don't have anything else to put into it. It's like, it's the same. I'm still doing the same thing. There's nothing to update. Honestly, I just do it every day. I don't really know what else to say. Like, stay on top of your shit. Write about what you want in your life. If you don't like something, then fucking change it. But the process of scripting, it's the same process. I haven't changed it. I think the last one I did was like, I don't even remember. I think I was when I was wearing that moon thing on my head and I had like the long, like beach waves. I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure it was a year ago. So right around fall of 2020, there should be another scripting video. But there's Dink. Thanks, Dina. Dina linked it. Scripting to manifest your dreams overnight. That's the one. There it is right there. That's the most updated one. I don't really have anything else to add to it. However, if you want to check out my scripting bundle, which is a live workshop that I gave about scripting, will be available in the Heal and Transform bundle on Wednesday the 1st. So we're dropping it for Labor Day, roxytalks.com. It'll have 5 live workshop recordings in it. So take them off the pedestal. Self-love, letting it all go, mental diet, and scripting will all now be in one bundle. You can get all of them together starting Wednesday. at roxytalks.com. And in the meantime, if you want me to help you figure out your own situation, you need guidance, pinpointing what you're manifesting, why you're not manifesting, why it's taking so long, what affirmations to use, etc. roxytalks.com for one-on-one coaching. Happy birthday, Marnie. And who is this other person? Lil Connor. How is it supposed to be your birthday today? What does that mean? Justin, trying to manifest your ex-best friend back into your life. First thing, no more ex. This is your best friend. They're happy to be friends with you. They're so happy you guys are back in sync. You are in sync. You're completely aligned. You've been missing each other the whole time. They have been missing you. They cannot wait for you guys to come back together. It's happening right now. And you guys love being around each other. And you're so glad that you're back in each other's orbit. Like, just, you got to turn everything around and stop saying that you don't have it. Okay, so last call for super chats. If anybody wants to throw a super chat in there for a guaranteed question answer, I'll take them for the next couple minutes. Otherwise, we're going to be closing up shop. Podcast episode ideas. If anybody's wants a podcast episode about something specific, let me know right now. Linda, can we manifest negative things like if I want my SP to find someone in his life unattractive? Yes, but just understand if you're thinking unattractive, like you're going to get unattractive reflected back to you. Just more focused that like, he's over it. Not really interested. I think it's more important to give less energy than to try to conform the energy into something negative. Because you can't give it to them without giving it to yourself first. Christina, affirming in present tense gives you anxiety. Guess what you just did? You just affirmed in present tense that you get anxiety, which is giving you anxiety in present tense. So like, don't even say that. Change that. And like, I don't know. Find a way to talk about it then it's not talking about lack, because okay. Where can you find my podcast? roxytalks.com/podcast. Also, it's on iTunes or whatever, Apple, whatever it's called now, Apple Music or podcast. It's on Spotify, Pandora. It's on all the podcast platforms. Just search Roxy Talks. Scruffy looking. Oh yeah, Scruffy looking came right at the end, but wishing Marnie happy birthday. That's very nice of you. Thanks, Scruffy. We appreciate you. Tyrannosaurus Seth. Chelsea, check out my 360 method. That's my signature method about how to catch your thoughts in the moment. But also, you would really benefit from my SP workshop. I'm not sure if you, I don't recognize you, so you might be new to our community, but if you are, welcome. roxytalks.com. There's a couple things that I would suggest you looking into. I have a free webinar, 5 secrets you need to know to manifest a specific person. That might help you out. I also have a course, Manifest a Specific Person workshop, that you can get started on right away. That is completely designed to do exactly what you just asked, how to capture thoughts of a third party, change up those thoughts into a favorable outcome. And there's a whole module on third parties in the Manifest a Specific Person workshop. So my best advice to you, if you're able to, invest in yourself right now, check out that workshop, because that's going to give you the most clear, direct way in and through all of these issues. Otherwise, if you're not able to invest right now, which understandable, check out my 360 method on YouTube. Those videos, that's how I manifest. And I also have third-party videos as well. So yeah. Look at those. Damn it, Tiffany. Ugh, now you're just making me mad. I'm just gonna now Tiffany's gonna be front row for TLC and Bone. What the hell? Me and Tiffany, like, you get me and you definitely grew up in the same era. We have like the exact same like musical perspective. That's so funny. Christina says, I am getting your SP workshop. Keep us posted. Christina, as your progress, like, let me know your progress and just like keep us posted. Come up to on my website, roxytalks.com/forum. We have SP, what do you call them when they're like chat, like a forum, it's a forum. You know, when you talk to other people, you leave comments and then they leave comments. Come to the forum on my website, roxytalks.com. We have specific SP forums there that you can look into. And kind of share with your people. Otherwise, you know, keep us posted so we know like where your progress is at as you're going through the program. Justin. Hi, Justin. Justin says, I want to introduce myself. I'm a silent listener of about 5 months. Nice to meet you formally and everyone in the community sending love. Thanks, Justin. We appreciate you. I just answered you a question. I don't remember what it was at this point, but I remember seeing your name. But welcome, Justin. Oh, your best friend. Yeah. So stop calling them ex. They're already your friend, and I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming, and thanks for saying hi. That's great. I love the emojis. Oh my God, that's funny. Okay. Thanks, Leah. Appreciate you. Okay. Did we decide on a podcast episode? Oh, someone was asking how they can believe they can do it. Go to my podcast, and I have several recent episodes, like over the last few months, about believing in your power. Chelsea, how do you get yourself to truly believe the story you're telling yourself when you see something completely different reflecting in 3D? So Chelsea, I have videos about ignoring your 3D that will help you. Check those out. And also repetition. How do you get yourself to truly believe the story you're telling yourself? By telling it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, so that there's no space to tell the other story that says it's not happening. The problem is not that you're not believing the new story. It's that you're not giving yourself room to believe it because you're filling too much space in your mind and your day with thoughts of the other reality that you already believe. So you have to stop allowing yourself to think on those things and spiral on them, and stop letting the belief live on, and put your focus on something else so you can start believing in that. Okay. Amy says, I get caught up in trying to figure out the how. Then I hear Roxy say, I am the what, not the how. That's right. You're the what and the now, not the when or the how. Okay. So all right, I'm doing one last call for podcast suggestions. Otherwise, I'm going to pick something else, or I'm going to pick something on my other list. Gina finished The Big Leap today. Oh, maybe I should I do a book review on The Big Leap? That's what I'm going to do. Thanks, Gina. We're doing a book review on The Big Leap in my podcast that I'm recording after this Mindset Monday, which will be out next week. This week's podcast, coming out on Wednesday, 9 a.m. PST, is about what to do when you're feeling like it's about your feelings not ruining your manifestations, basically. How to make sure that you don't let your feelings mess your manifestation up. That's what this week's podcast episode is about, coming out on Wednesday. And yes, not enough-itis, Gina, both things. Because not enough-itis is a feeling that pushes your manifestation away. So I talked about it in the episode. So yes, it's both. So this week's podcast episode, not enough-itis and allowing your feelings to ruin your manifestation. Again, not enough-itis, all folding back in on each other. Now, as far as which app for the podcast, all of them. If a podcast goes on it, Roxy Talks will be on it. Or just go to my website, roxytalks.com/podcast. And then today's will be about The Big Leap. Okay. All right. Justin says, I noticed when I started to let go of wanting and needing my manifestations, they started to surprise me and come to me. That's exactly how it happens, because you stop pushing away, or you stop pushing against them. So they're able to come through, because they're coming through all the time. It's just that you're like denying and pushing away, which is what I talked about last week on the podcast. So if you didn't listen to last week's episode and that resonated with you about pushing things away, then Check out last week's podcast. What are my thoughts on deja vu? I think sometimes I think we've talked about it here. I probably think that deja vu is like something that you've experienced in another reality. Like it's another version of you. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But it definitely just feels like another reality that maybe you're coming really close with, or I don't know, glitch in the matrix. Who knows? Okay, so I love you all. I appreciate you. How do you feel your manifestation? Your visualization? Don't block it. Maya, you're finally live and I'm about to leave now. Hi, Maya. Welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Can we submit success stories to me for the podcast? Okay. Can you submit success stories to me? 100%. Will they go on the podcast? I don't know, but 100%. Yes, please share your successes with us. hello@roxytalks.com. Feel free to send them in. We love to hear them. And if you're interested in leaving a testimonial that might go on the website, let us know and send a picture along with it, so that we know that it could go on the website if we want to put it up there. Maya, you better get in quick. And yes, as Zena is typing, Black Moon Society is our Facebook group. You can join us there as well. Life RN, read The Big Leap. Give you a rampage for your SP lying and cheating. I don't. I didn't resonate with that. Do a video on manifesting money? I have. Just look up Roxy Talks manifestation. Roxy Talks manifest money. Brendan. Brendan. Maya, baby. Maya, he can't stop being selfish until you stop calling him selfish. You're reacting to your 3D and you don't know if he's been cheating. He's definitely been lying. You're reacting, you're swirling, you're doubting, you're insecure, you're doing all those things. And you're joking about where the podcasts are. You're joking. Where are the podcasts at? Everywhere. Where are podcasts? That's where they are. You don't think I am as deep into YouTube, Instagram, email list, Facebook, website, and don't have my podcast on every goddamn podcast platform available? Come on now. Where's the podcast at? Google it. Google.com, Roxy Talks Podcast. Guys, I've just been asked like 3 times where my podcast is at. It's like, it's where the podcasts go. And you know I love you, Amy. Thank you. This stupid. Why am I trying to put this ear cuff back on? Fuck it, it hurts. Okay. When am I doing more YouTube videos? I don't know. Probably never. Although, you know, I had sometimes I get the inspiration to do them, and then I don't want to. I had the thought today of like, maybe I could talk about, well, actually, I'm not going to, never mind. Let me not talk about the videos that I might want to do on here while people are listening and fucking taking them and doing them themselves. Chelsea, my friend just had a baby named her Cambria. Oh, that's so sweet. Coheed and Cambria is my favorite band in the entire world. I just saw them on Friday. Okay. All right. I gotta go. I love you. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, we have to do our group affirmation. Okay, Hayoka is suggesting our group affirmation today. We're going to go with Hayoka's suggestion. She says, all right, first, everybody, clear your mind a little bit. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a little bit, and let it out. Push away any thoughts that might be trying to pop through. And repeat these words with me out loud or in your head. I am kind and understanding, and everyone I come in contact with is equally kind and understanding. Actually, how about this? I am kind and understanding, and everyone I come in contact with is 10 times more kind and understanding. Something like that. Because not only do we want to have people treat us with kindness and understanding, but we also want to be it for ourselves so that we can radiate it outwards. And then that's how we will get it reflected back through us. So I am kind and understanding, and the people I come in contact with are 10 times as kind, 10 times as understanding. And this is how we are going to change the way we feel about how people treat us, how we are going to expect differently, how we're going to manifest differently. If your question is, what do you do if you're 3D? I don't care if your 3D reality comes through a tarot person, your SP, somebody you like, somebody you don't like. If your 3D reality says something opposite to your affirmations or your manifestations, stop reacting and giving it attention. Who cares? Shantae, you stay. I appreciate you, doll. Hayoka says, everyone is 10 times as kind to me, which makes me want to be even kinder. Yes, exactly, Hayoka. You get it. Hayoka says, everyone is 10 times as kind to me, which makes me want to be even kinder. Exactly. You get it. All right. So I love you. I appreciate you all. Make sure that you are affirming what you want. And if you're sitting here in the chat typing about what you don't like, that's why it's in your world. Stop fucking talking about it. Literally. Like literally stop. If you're about to type, if you got your fingers on your fucking keyboard and you're about to type how something isn't working, do yourself a favor and stop. Okay? So, I love you. I appreciate you. Stay focused. Be kind and gentle to yourself. Affirm and intend that your kindness gets reflected back to you tenfold, which should make you want to be even kinder in general. If you're radiating at a 10 level kindness, that means it's coming back to you at 100. What happens if you radiate at 100? Okay? So, get it back 1,000 and so on. Brendan says, I'm so kind and everyone is 10 times as kind to me. Exactly. Yes, we have the best mod team. We have the best community in general. Our people are fucking amazing. People in our community are kind. They're kind to themselves. The people in their lives are 10 times as kind. So therefore, they want to continue to radiate kindness. So that's what we do. We just continue radiating kindness to ourselves and in general to the universe. So I appreciate you all. I love you. You got this. Keep focused. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. Bye. Bye.